Welcome back to NextGen 2050 FEM. Today we're standing on Japan's impossible 400-kilometer wall against the ocean itself.
"400 kilometers of concrete facing the Pacific, Duvernay, longer than entire national borders combined." This wall was built to swallow the exact wave that once swallowed everything in its path. But this is only the surface. Inside this wall lies a hidden operational world few ever see.
25 meters of solid engineering separate the ocean's fury from this quiet, humming inner spine.
Every meter of this corridor is instrumented, listening constantly for the tremor that changes everything. Vertical shafts thread through the structure, letting engineers climb 14 meters of concrete in minutes.
This single gate weighs more than a jumbo jet Farino, and it can seal shut in under 5 minutes.
443 of these gates exist along the coastline, each one silently on standby.
One command center now watches an entire nation's coastline, gate by gate, second by second. The moment this line crosses red, human decision-making is deliberately removed from the equation entirely. No operator, no phone call, no delay, hot E. Just steel responding to the Earth's warning signal instantly. At night, this wall becomes a lit fortress, patrolled like a border that guards against water itself. Even the air inside this structure is managed, preventing corrosion inside concrete built to outlast generations.
Look at this steel kale. Engineers designed this wall to survive not one disaster, but centuries of them. Even the water that gets through has somewhere designed to go, never allowed to pool unchecked.
This structure is inspected constantly. Engineers cross-check blueprints against thousands of aging concrete panels.
An entire town lives in the wall's shadow, trusting concrete they now barely think about.
The wall isn't solid everywhere. Narrow gated channels still let life and industry pass through. This single harbor gate alone required an entirely different category of engineering to perfect.
Behind every gate closure is a rehearsed sequence, tested thousands of times before it mattered.
This sensor alone can trigger gates 50 kilometers away to you. The entire coast reacts as one machine.
Calibration never stops. A single miscalibrated sensor could mean gates close seconds too late. An entire fleet of vehicles exists solely to patrol 400 kilometers of concrete daily.
I saw a group of dolphins out there this morning. Really? That's the first time in weeks. It was getting lonely.
Tunnels like this let crews reach remote gate sections without ever stepping onto the surface.
At any given moment, dozens of gates are quietly being serviced without disrupting the whole system. Engineers designed sensors to survive direct wave impact, never allowed a blind spot in the system. If the power grid fails mid-disaster, this room alone keeps every single gate operational.
If the entire power grid collapses, these engines alone can keep every floodgate sealed and working.
Enough fuel sits stored here to run this backup system for weeks without any outside resupply.
On calm mornings like this, it's easy to forget what this structure was truly built to withstand. But in March 2011, 90% of Japan's existing seawalls failed within a single catastrophic hour. The old walls were never designed for a wave of this scale. Engineers had underestimated nature. What rose from that wreckage would become the largest coastal engineering project in human history.
Before a single stone was laid,
Engineers modeled every wave scenario imaginable inside these simulations.
Simulations tested waves taller than a 4-story building crashing against every design variation possible. Every design decision traced back to one brutal question. Will this survive the next unimaginable wave?
Engineers studied every historical failure, refusing to repeat the mistakes buried in the 2011 wreckage. This entire coastline exists first as thousands of simulations, tested virtually before a single stone was poured.
Physical scale models tested real water forces long before full-size construction ever began on shore.
This laboratory alone recreated decades of ocean punishment, compressed into just a few testing months.
Every data point here would directly shape the thickness and shape of the real concrete wall.
Before construction, engineers drilled deep into the seabed to understand what the foundation would fight against.
These core samples revealed exactly how deep the foundation needed to reach for true stability.
Seismic maps determined which stretches of coastline demanded the deepest, strongest foundation work.
And here,
Reinforcement wasn't uniform, due. Thicker steel bands were engineered exactly where forces would concentrate most.
This heat-mapped stress model told engineers precisely where concrete needed to be thickest and strongest.
This wasn't one project, it was hundreds of coordinated construction zones stitched into one coastline. With designs finalized, engineering gave way to something far louder, the raw construction beginning.
Construction began not at the coast, but in quarries, ripping raw stone from the earth itself. These crushers reduced mountains of stone into the raw aggregate needed for millions of tons of concrete. A single batching plant here could supply enough concrete to pour a skyscraper's foundation daily.
Keep it steady, down a bit, more, perfect. Vibe it here, quick. Bubbles rising, looks solid.
This steel skeleton is what gives the wall its strength, Beef. Concrete alone could never survive this ocean.
Robotic precision now bends steel bars into shapes too consistent for human hands to replicate.
Thousands of welded joints must hold perfectly, because a single weak point could compromise an entire section.
These aren't ordinary blocks. Each caisson is a hollow concrete giant weighing tens of thousands of tons.
60,000-ton caissons had to be floated before they could ever be sunk into position. Divers verified every underwater seal, because a single gap here could undermine years of work.
Moving a 60,000-ton structure required tugboats working in perfect, painstaking synchronization. Up close, this floating giant looked less like construction equipment and more like a moving building.
Positioning had to be precise to the centimeter, 63 meters down into an unforgiving seabed.
Engineers deliberately flooded the caisson's chambers, sinking a floating giant with surgical, controlled precision.
The waterline.
Right here, engineers set a world record, the rare, sinking a caisson 6'3" meters into this open bay.
63 meters down, this concrete giant finally met a foundation built to hold it forever.
Human divers still made the final adjustments no machine could safely perform at that depth.
Sonar confirmed what human eyes underwater never could tile. Perfect alignment to the original engineering plan. One caisson became 2, then dozens, slowly assembling an underwater foundation stretching kilometers.
This underwater foundation alone took years to complete before a single visible wall panel rose above water.
Grout injected between each caisson fused them into a single, unbroken underwater foundation system. Beneath this deceptively calm water now sat a foundation, engineered to outlast a century of storms. With the foundation locked in place, the visible wall could finally begin climbing toward the sky.
Formwork this tall required its own engineering discipline, essentially building a temporary building around a building.
Each pour had to be continuous. Stopping halfway risked weak points inside the curing concrete.
Removing trapped air was critical, since even small voids could weaken the wall's long-term strength.
Days later, the formwork peeled away to reveal concrete strong enough to face the open ocean.
The readout is precisely 34 centimeters.
Verified, perfectly within tolerance.
Hundreds of construction zones worked simultaneously, racing to complete 400 kilometers before the next disaster.
This section alone took months to pour kaolin, and it's just one small piece of 400 kilometers.
Separate towns' wall sections were engineered to eventually connect into one unbroken structural line.
These joints weren't rigid on purpose time. Flexible seams let the wall bend rather than crack during quakes.
Where two separate projects met, the wall now behaved as if it had always been one structure.
What was once scattered wreckage now stood as one continuous defensive line facing the Pacific.
Now came the moment of installing the wall's most critical component, entirely its automated floodgates. Each gate had to align perfectly, or the entire 5-minute closure sequence could fail under pressure. We have alignment. This first manual test told engineers whether months of design finally matched physical, on-site reality. Wiring this trigger connected one single gate into an entire nation's automated response network. 443 of these gates now waited silently, embedded across the entire coastline. Every new gate added one more voice to a growing network watching the entire coast together.
After years of work, one final concrete pour finally closed the last gap in the coastline.
For the first time, this entire coastline stood protected by one continuous, engineered concrete line.
Before celebration, inspectors verified every single section met the exacting standards set years earlier.
Every checkmark here represented months of pouring, testing, and retesting a single small section.
Standing here, it's hard to believe this entire coastline was rebuilt, stone by stone, gate by gate.
What once was a scattered, broken coastline had become humanity's largest coastal defense system ever built.
Beneath the visible wall lies an entire hidden network most residents will never even know exists.
These hidden pump stations exist solely to remove any water that slips past the primary defenses.
Fiber optic lines link every sensor and gate into one instantaneous, coast-wide communication network.
An AI system now watches for patterns humans could never track fast enough on their own.
This system doesn't wait for confirmation, TAN. It flags anomalies the instant patterns cross dangerous thresholds.
Every critical connection here exists twice, because a single severed cable could never be allowed to matter.
Even buried electronics need climate control, protected from heat and corrosion for decades of silent service.
Crews still physically descend into this hidden world for inspections no sensor alone can replace.
These sensors already project how this concrete will age decades before any visible sign of wear. Beneath this calm nighttime silence, an entire hidden nervous system never stops working, never stops listening. In 2022, a real 7.4 magnitude earthquake became the ultimate, unscheduled test of everything engineers had built.
This wasn't a drill they built. A real earthquake just triggered every single one of the 443 gates.
Gates closed exactly as designed, sealing the coastline in under 5 minutes without a single human command. Every single gate reported successful closure, a coast-wide system performing flawlessly under real, unscheduled pressure.
Behind the sealed wall, daily life continued undisturbed, the ocean's fury reduced to background noise. Post-event analysis confirmed 0 failures, validating over a decade of design, testing, and construction decisions.
Engineers from coastal nations worldwide arrived to study a system now considered globally unmatched.
This design philosophy has since inspired coastal defense projects far beyond Japan's own shoreline.
What began as disaster recovery became an exported blueprint for coastal defense engineering worldwide.
Communities once devastated now thrive again, living daily life behind humanity's largest coastal defense system. An entire generation is now growing up, never having witnessed the vulnerability their parents once lived through.
Engineers are already designing the next generation of sensors, aiming to predict danger even earlier.
From this height, 400 kilometers of concrete finally looks like exactly what it is. A shield.
If you think this wall was massive, its impact on millions of lives is even bigger. See you next time on NextGen 2050.